Oh, is that why? Oh, I actually didn't know that's why the Nether is smaller. Generic Control and the Doc Goes Book here, back with another Game Theory Minecraft reaction. Today we're doing Minecraft and the Power of the Dead, and it says something about the Soul Trap, which I'm guessing is going to be how Soul Sand came to exist or something like that. The last video I did was Minecraft, the Secret Desert Origin of Creepers. You can check out my reaction to that video. I'll leave it right up there. Also link down below in the description. And I really should make a Game Theory Minecraft reaction playlist for my channel, because I already have a Game Theory Five Nights at Freddy reaction playlist on my channel, because that's how I got started doing game theories and stuff like that. But this is going to be a shorter video. Apparently the last video can pretty much be disregarded because of Minecraft Legends or something like that, but that's if Minecraft Legends is canon. I'm not even quite sure what Minecraft Legends is, but I do enjoy Minecraft quite a lot. Actually, the video should come out after this is actually probably going to be the new Alan Becker video, which is animation versus Minecraft shorts, which actually this Saturday is also going to be the very first one of those where I show it to Kirby for the very first time. It's going to be great. I stream Minecraft every single Monday. I'm restoring an ancient city right now, and the progress is going amazingly. You do not want to miss it. We're in the very beginning, so you got to be there to watch that. It's going to be awesome. I'm really looking forward to finishing it and see what the end product's going to be, because it's going to look amazing. I'm doing all in survival, all on stream as well. I do read all your comments, leave them down below, and shout out to the patrons, because they get all the videos there early, and I wouldn't be able to do this if it was not for them. But let's go ahead and jump into the new, or not the new game theory, but Minecraft and the Power of the Dead. Alright, Nether shop. Also, I was in the Nether yesterday, and there was zombie pigmen in the Nether. So I'm not quite sure how that works.
Hey, nice kicks you got there. Wonder what I'll get.
Is it gonna be gold?
My turn. Here you go, shopkeep. 1 gold ingot.
No. He's he's upset. String.
Wait, this is just a wad of string.
No refunds.
Fine.
What do you mean?
Here's another one. What do I get?
More string. Gravel.
Random barters suck.
Oh, you can trade with them, can't you?
Hello, Internet.
I haven't
Welcome
tried
to
that.
Game Theory, the show that's taken a
Also,
nether
apparently the
dive
archaeology
into the
thing
deep end
was
of Minecraft's
teased for like
hidden
3
lore.
years
It's
before it
also
was
time
added.
for me to remind you that
Wild.
it's now the end of the 10-year anniversary month here on the channel, that is,
That's
which
wild.
means that this is your absolute last chance to pick up the once-in-a-lifetime commemorative anniversary
I like that it's
Theory
on the
Wear
back.
Boomer t-shirt with gold-printed references to the past 10 years of theories. Available below this video only
that's
for
the
the next
front.
2 days.
Okay.
It's been almost 2 years since we started journeying
Really? We're
down
2
into
years
this
down
lore
this, huh?
rabbit hole, but there's one area of the Minecraft universe that I've yet to cover in depth. My friends, we are long overdue for a discussion of the Netherlands.
No, not the Netherlands.
I meant the Netherlands, the Nether space lands.
I remember before
the
it
lands
was
of the Nether, the Nether
changed.
regions. Oh,
No,
you know
not-
what I mean. The Nether
No,
is,
not
in
that
my
one.
estimation, one of the most misunderstood parts of the Minecraft canon.
I
and
was
it all
afraid to
stems
go
from
there.
the widespread
I thought I was
misconception
gonna
that
get,
the
like-
Nether is located
I
deep
thought it was, like,
beneath
in
the
some rules.
overworld. Now, don't get me wrong. I get why everyone thinks this. The Nether is located entirely underground with no sky above it. Dig up, and you'll only hit a bedrock ceiling. And the fact that distance traveled in the Nether translates to a much greater distance traveled in the overworld
is that
makes
why?
a lot of sense if they're concentric circles around a single
Oh,
core.
I
Even
actually
the
didn't know
fact
that's why
that
the
they
Nether
named
is
the game starting
smaller.
position as the overworld seems to imply the existence of an underworld.
Is there a middle
world
world?
associated with Hades, the fire-filled, dangerous hexscape filled with dead souls, which is exactly what the Nether is.
I actually did not know that's
you
why
don't even have to go that
blocks
far. By
are different
dictionary definition, Nether actually means lower in position, under or below. All the evidence is pointing to this one conclusion.
I mean, that makes
It
sense.
is a slam dunk of a theory. At least it would
Is that
be if
even
it
a
wasn't 100% wrong. Don't
what?
shoot the messenger here, friends. Minecraft's technical director Nathan Adams confirmed this in a tweet, saying that the Nether is a, quote, separate dimension. While the idea of the Nether being below the overworld is
maybe
a
that's
common
just what they
belief, it's not
gave it
what
the title
they're
because they didn't
going
understand it at
for. Well,
first.
you know what, Mojang? You could have fooled us. Anyway, knowing that the Nether is its own separate world connected to the overworld
Also,
only
somebody
through
mentioned
portals
the
has some
portal in the
shocking
ancient
and
city doing
unsettling
something.
implications for the Minecraft universe. First off, the idea of the Nether as a completely isolated underground ecosystem is fascinating. It is quite literally a world with no sun. In gameplay terms, this means that there's no day-night cycle, but on a more basic level, it leaves us with the fundamental question of how would a world like this actually be able to function? Like,
wouldn't
where
it?
is it getting its energy from? After all, here on Earth, pretty much all
yeah.
our energy originates on the sun. Think about it. Either it's a plant who performs photosynthesis to draw energy from the sun, or it's an animal that gets its energy by eating those plants, or it's a carnivore that gets its energy by eating those animals, which is just getting energy from the sun with extra So how do you sustain life in a world with no sun? The Nether proposes an answer: fungus. In the Nether, we have no plants, only fungus.
But don't
Instead of
fungus
trees,
need
we
water?
have huge fungi. Instead of grass, we have nylium. Even the weeping vines, which may at first appear to be plants, must be a fungus based on their red color variant. Plants are green
True.
because of their chlorophyll, which is how they use photosynthesis. Fungus, on the other hand, doesn't get their energy from the sun, which is how they're able to get colors like red and teal. But all of this leaves us with a big question.
Where do they get
If
it?
the
They get it from
fungi
heat,
aren't getting
right?
their energy from the sun like normal plants would, where do
The
they get
lava?
their energy from? Well, in the real world, fungi leach the nutrients that they need from the environment around them. It's why mushrooms are often found attached to rotting trees and logs. Even when mushrooms aren't directly attaching themselves to decaying organisms, they're able to get what they need from the soil, which is filled with nutrients from the creatures and plants that died and decomposed there. When you look at it like this, it would seem like the Nether should be a sustainable ecosystem, where various mobs like the piglins are able to survive by eating fungi, and when the piglins die, their bodies decompose and the nutrients are absorbed back by the fungi. It's all part of the circle of life. But there's one big problem with this system. It just doesn't work
there
that way.
needs
The way
water,
humans
right?
and piglins and fungi and Minecraft Steve and Alex work is that we get nutrients in a really inefficient way. It isn't like the water cycle where there's a fixed amount of H2O that gets cycled around. When you eat plants or hamburgers or fungi or whatever for food, it's true. Some of the
fungi
calories in
not
that
need
food are
water?
going to go to help your body grow, so that when your body eventually expires and decomposes, it's going to provide food for the worms, and the energy cycle continues. But think about the idea of burning calories. Those are the calories that you eat getting converted into other forms of energy, like movement and heat. Even when you're sitting completely still, your body is still burning calories.
That's why you burn a lot of calories
like
while
pump
sleeping.
blood through your veins, keep your lungs breathing air. Heck, even the process of digesting the food in the first place burns
Which I believe that's why they say,
and
like,
that's all energy
chewing
that
ice or
plants
whatever
and animals
is actually
can't use.
losing
In short, the
calories.
nutritional cycle of the ecosystem is losing energy, leaving the Nether
Like,
with
it's
a
actually
constantly
inefficient to
dwindling
chew ice or
supply of
something, or
useful
eat ice.
resources needed to sustain life. If you need a good visual example for all this, a paper from 2008 looked at what's called the feed ratio for different animals like cows, pigs, and chickens. Cows, for example, have a feed ratio of 25:1, which means that for every 25 calories of feed that's given to a cow, we only get 1 calorie back of usable meat. This is actually one of the environmental arguments for vegetarianism, cutting out the inefficient middleman of these animals and just eating the plants ourselves. Or at the very least, switching to meats that have a more sustainable feed ratio like chickens, which have a feed ratio of 4.5:1. Still fairly inefficient, but not nearly as wasteful as beef. The long and short of it, though, is that in no circumstance are you putting 1 calorie in and getting 1 calorie out. The system is constantly leaking energy. It's the basic principle
But it goes
of entropy,
elsewhere,
so
doesn't
how
it?
do you beat it? Well, on Earth, we have the benefit of not being a closed system. We import most of our energy from outer space. Now, that might seem like a weird thing to say, but it's entirely true.
Yeah, no,
We're
that is true.
constantly getting blasted with new energy from the sun at a rate of 173 million gigajoules per second. To put that number into perspective, that's around 12 times New York City's annual power consumption, hitting the Earth every second. And that means that while the nutritional cycle is constantly losing energy, it's also gaining a ton of energy as plants capture that from the sun. And mind you, it takes a lot of energy from the sun to sustain this. The only way the circle of life thing actually works is for literally 99.9% of life on land to be plant. Plants can harness energy from the sun. The rest of us are basically just freeloading off their hard work.
Shout out to
So with all that
algae, by the way.
context, let's talk Minecraft. The overworld works the same way as Earth. Lots of plants and the sun constantly pumping in new energy. But the Nether doesn't seem to work that way. It's a closed ecosystem. There isn't energy coming from an outside source. So how
Does it
can
break
the
the law
Nether
of
survive?
physics?
Well, when you think about it, the Nether actually is chock full of an abundant energy source. A much darker, more disturbing, and sinister source of energy. Souls. Like seriously, there is nothing
But if it's a
subtle
closed
about the
ecosystem,
horror
where
of
do the souls come
trapped
from?
in the sand beneath your feet in the Nether. But the
Does the
idea that
souls
these trapped
act
souls
like
might serve as a source of energy
sun?
for the biome is
Or
actually
it's
well
not
supported within
technically
established
infinite?
Minecraft lore. In the newly released Minecraft dungeons, the souls that you obtain from killing mobs can be used as a power source for various artifacts. And several months ago, when I did a video analyzing the reveal of the Warden mob with Dream, we pointed out that the Warden appears to be powered by caged souls that are
we're not even
trapped
sure if
in
that's
its chest.
true
Heck,
or
you've
not.
probably even harnessed the energy yourself if you've ever run a soul sand farm. It's the best way to grow nether wart for making potions. In short, the body
I
of
guess
a
it
dead
doesn't
mob
need
spawn
water,
might not
actually.
have much energy in terms of raw calories, but apparently the power of the soul does. But that still leaves us with the important question of how.
Oh, it's like
Even
that,
if souls are the thing
SpongeBob
providing a
episode.
renewable source of energy to the Nether, where did they come from in the first place? After all, they're the souls of something, or maybe more accurately, someone. Well, a big clue might exist in the Nether portals themselves. To build a nether portal, you need obsidian, and one of the easiest ways to make obsidian is by blending lava with good old H2O, except there's a problem. While lava is certainly abundant in the nether, water isn't. In fact, you can't even pour water in the nether, which gives us really strong evidence pointing to the fact that the overworld portal was the first to be created, and it was the nether that was being invaded. In fact, the more you look into it, the more it makes sense. Consider, if you will, the existence of the warped forests. Well, the word warped probably makes you think of things like twisted or wrong. The word warp actually has a very specific meaning in the world of botany and agriculture. Specifically, warping refers to the process of taking river water that's rich in sediment, letting it flood over agricultural land, and then draining it all away, thereby transforming an area that was once dry and barren into now nutrient-rich soil.
The guy
I know that might seem like a strange thing for me to bring up in a Minecraft video. It might help explain why the warped forest feels like such an outlier when compared with the rest of the nether. Maybe the word warped here isn't so much a reference to the oddness of the forest, but rather to the way it was created. Think about it. Dry soil transformed into rich land.
I mean, that is
the definition of these small little pockets found in the nether. And what's more, the warped forest is relatively safe for us because the only mobs you find there are striders and endermen. Think about that for a minute. Striders are apparently so domesticated that they'll let you ride on them. They are naturally friendly to Minecraft Steve's race. And endermen, who, as we've hypothesized in previous theories, are actually our ancestors, the descendants of ancient builders who abandoned the overworld long ago. The warped forest, both in its name and in the very nature of what it is, might suggest that it's not a natural formation, but something spawned by outsiders. Builders who came from the overworld saw the nether as a hostile environment and sought to terraform it, transform it into something more like the overworld that they came from. But there's a dark side to all of this too. Regardless of how life in the nether may have gotten started, it's currently a system that's reliant on the energy of souls to sustain it. In order to beat entropy, it has to pull energy from some renewable source. And unlike the overworld, it doesn't have a sun conveniently located overhead flooding the world with energy every day. In other words, the nether has two possible fates. One is to fade away as all its useful energy gradually gets converted to heat, and it's no longer able to sustain life. The other possibility is that it draws its energy from somewhere else, the constant influx of fresh souls from arrogant overworld adventurers. After all, the nether seems practically designed to harvest the souls of overworld adventurers. It seems that the only way to prevent your soul from being ripped from your body is to remain in a constant state of vigilance. Allow yourself to grow tired and nod off in the nether and, well, you know what happens. The bed blows up. The moment your eyes shut and your mind starts to drift into dreamland, that's the end of your worldly existence. Just another fresh soul to feed a dimension that's hungry for energy. Now that gives
I'm not afraid of the nether anymore at all, period.
Food. And speaking of soul food, nothing quite feeds your soul quite like music. Alright, maybe it wasn't the most seamless transition I've ever done, but you know how they always say that music is good for the soul? We'll start stuffing that music food into your ear mouth by using the best audio fork available, Raycon wireless earbuds. Our sponsor for today's episode.
I'm not sponsored by them.
That wasn't my favorite metaphor I've ever done on the show, but Raycon's Everyday E25s are my favorite choice of earbuds. They give you the premium fit, charge, and sound of other earbuds for half
shout out to
the
Lip Flame,
price.
one of my
Plus,
patrons.
they come in fun colors as opposed to other brands which only come in white. Which, according to my son Ollie, is not his favorite color. Here's the thing, friends. At this point, I'm on meetings for at least 5 hours.
I have those
and
the Raycons,
no joke,
and
what you see on screen, that is my schedule.
they're really
and
comparable.
So I like having earbuds that
to be
allow me to
honest.
go back to back to back to back for a full day's worth of work without needing to stop and charge.
Honestly,
and Raycon's solid 6 hours of
impressed.
playtime do exactly that for me, so I'm never
not sponsored by
awkwardly
Raycon,
dropping off a phone call.
but I was impressed
by
by
mine. It also means
mine.
that I'm not chained to the desk the whole time, and I can instead take that third production call from outside, taking a walk to try and stop my legs from atrophy.
Hey, this
and
is
when I
Sam Smith,
do
I have the same
eventually
pair.
get to the gym, Raycon is there with me snugly
Noise
in my
canceling.
ear. No constant adjustments
Noise
needed
canceling
thanks to
the
the variety
gym
of fit
is-
options. Pumping the latest FNAF audiobook into my ear holes while I'm huffing and puffing on the elliptical because yes, that is my preferred machine to use, and no, I am not ashamed of that. You
Why?
know who else
What's wrong
isn't
with the
ashamed?
elliptical?
Raycon. They are so sure that their earbuds
Hopefully
are the
the
right choice
music
for you that
isn't
they
copyrighted in
offer
the
a
background.
45-day free return policy. So get 15% off their already ridiculously affordable price by clicking the link in the
Ridiculously
description box
affordable.
below or going to buyraycon.com/matpat.
That's an accurate description.
MATPAT. Save money, save your sanity, and as always, remember, it's just a theory.
A
game theory. Thanks for watching.
Awesome. Okay, now that is wasn't it recently that we kind of like figured out how to do nuclear fusion, and we actually were able to get more energy out of it than we put into it. I think that was like a recent thing that they've actually managed to do a couple times, which is a massive breakthrough. I believe that's what happened. I believe it's nuclear fusion, which I believe isn't that what happened with the sun? Isn't the sun technically a nuclear fusion? And that's where the energy from the sun comes from? I don't know. I went to college for a whopping 5 days. I don't know. You can do your own research into it. Maybe you know in the comment section. I do read all your comments. Leave them down below. Now, this is very interesting because... Also, do fungus not need... Okay. Do fungus need water? Why are you not talking? Some microorganisms like bacteria, yeast, and molds require water for their growth. That doesn't answer my question. Thank you, Phona says. I'm not going to say it in case you have the same one because it might activate, which is a very annoying thing to do. So I'm not going to do that, but I do look forward to reading your comments, and hopefully the next video that comes out should be an Alan Becker versus an Alan Becker video of Minecraft with the Note Block concert. And also Saturday is going to be showing Kirby Animation versus Minecraft, the original, and I'm going to be live streaming Minecraft on Monday. So a lot of Minecraft on the channel this week and across, you know, all the channels and all that fun stuff, and I'm really looking forward to watching more of these game theory videos. This is a very interesting theory about the Nether, and I don't know how true it is or if it's been, you know, explained, as we are actually about to break into the last, I guess, within the last 3 years of all these game theory Minecraft videos. But I look forward to the next one. I hope to see you there, but until then, take care and keep the music.
We were